The day Ethan and I made our relationship announcement public. The young prodigy Luke took his own life. Reporters found his study filled with antidepressants and a mosaic of black and white stones forming my profile. His mentor choked up. Luke lost both parents at 12. Zoe. You were his last tether to this world. When I reopened my eyes, I was back at that truth or dare game where Ethan's secret boyfriend suggested we post couple content. News of Luke's 7 consecutive victories against legendary players went viral internationally. His signature black trench coat and striking looks combined with aloof charm made him internet famous overnight, gaining hordes of admirers. During his post-tournament live stream, a reporter joked, "Mr. Right. Your new fans are curious about your relationship status. Care to share?" Staffers tugged at the journalist's sleeve, whispering warnings about Luke's notorious aversion to personal questions. But against all expectations, Luke gripped the microphone, trembling fingers betraying his calm demeanor as he stared into the camera. "I'm in love with you." The confession carried desperate finality, more requiem than romance. No one noticed his phone screen flashing with Ethan and my couple post during the broadcast. The internet buzzed with speculation about what goddess could make their idol feel unworthy. By dawn, trending hashtags documented Luke's antidepressant overdose. His confession now a suicide note. When reporters came knocking next morning, Ethan intercepted them with dramatic flair. "You've got the wrong person. Zoe can't even play checkers right. I'm his fan club president, take me instead." I kicked his shin but couldn't dispute the truth. Luke existed in a stratosphere far beyond my orbit until we entered his suburban apartment. The study wall displayed a haunting stone mosaic of my profile, every curve meticulously crafted. Glass cases held my broken hair clip, half-eaten snacks, even crumpled notes I'd tossed during class. One read, "Damn. Why do guys look so good in trench coats?" My trash became his treasures, while championship trophies gathered dust in corners. Luke's childhood was difficult. His mentor murmured, eyes red-rimmed. Those tournament highs were brief respites from darkness. Your photos were his nightly sleeping pills. As I asked why he'd fixated on me, white-hot pain exploded behind my eyes. I last saw the mentor's moving lips before darkness swallowed me. Reborn at our graduation party. I lunged for Ethan's phone as he drafted our couple post. "Don't!" I gasped. Teasing laughter erupted. "Since when does Zoe chicken out?" Ethan blinked. "But it's only been a minute. I'll delete it." On the bar TV, Luke was just pocketing his phone before a press conference. Too late, he'd seen it. Sprinting to the Go Club, I video called Luke, though I couldn't recall ever getting his contact. The screen revealed bloodshot eyes widening. "Zoe?" His voice poured like dark honey, unexpectedly intimate. For the first time, our worlds collided. The relationship announcement post was fake. It was a dare I lost. "Wait for me. I'm heading to the chess club now." The line went silent for 5 seconds. If not for hearing Luke's ragged breathing and that trembling okay at the end, I'd have thought I was too late again. Hanging up, I leaned back against the car seat. "Luke," I whispered, "let's see how far you're willing to burn your life down. The golden future, the prodigy title, wealth, status, even his bone-deep love for Go, all discarded without hesitation." When I arrived, the reporters had already left. Ethan had posted during my drive, "Since when does Luke cancel interviews after taking a call? Who's the siren making our Go god neglect his duties?" I commented instantly, "Maybe you know this siren, Ethan." "Who? Lily?" "Well, if it's the campus belle, I get it. Different preferences. But we're all men here." Autumn wind bit through my coat. The teenager stood under streetlights, his black trench coat emphasizing marble pale skin. At 6'1" with broad shoulders and lean muscle, he needed no posing to command attention. No wonder he'd gone viral. Our eyes met. Luke's obsidian gaze suddenly sparkled, lips curving into faint dimples. He looked like a starved predator spotting prey, intensity burning through the winter bleakness. Was mere eye contact enough to make him this radiant? Though I regularly received love letters and Ethan joked about me being popular among boys. My pulse stuttered when Luke handed me the jasmine milk tea, 3 sugars. Exactly how I like it from our usual spot. Senior, he began. I tilted my chin up. Call me Zoe. Crimson flooded his ears. His eyelashes fluttered like raven feathers as he choked out. Okay. Suddenly I felt like the predator. Ethan always said my charming face and flirty voice made me seem more like a delinquent than an honor roll student. Why wait outside in the cold? I asked. He dropped his phone when you called. Chuckled Luke's coach emerging from the club. Couldn't even speak. Cancelled everything too. The coach tugged Luke's sleeve. A silver dagger clattered onto marble tiles. My blood froze. Had I been minutes later, would Luke have locked himself in that study? Staring at monochrome portraits before sliding steel across veins? Zoe! Luke's usually cool voice cracked as I grabbed the blade. The edge nicked my thumb, blood bloomed instantly. When Luke had held this, he'd truly meant to die. In the chess club's medicinal haze. I tugged his sleeve with my uninjured hand. No bandages needed. Just blow on it. Luke's throat bobbed. Can I? The rawness in his whisper left me breathless. The boy leaned down, reverently lifting my injured finger as his soft pink lips drew closer. Belatedly, I realized he'd mistaken himself as the one meant to blow on the wound. Our warm breaths intertwined, heating the air between us. When the door creaked open with the teacher's entrance, I jerked my hand back. Mr. Wright beckoned me outside. Luke's eyes darkened, his gaze lingering on my nearly healed cut with unsettling intensity. His forlorn stare at my retreating figure resembled an abandoned puppy in the rain. I mentally sighed. It's not like we'd never meet again. Though I suddenly remembered that from his perspective, my visit might have seemed like a random whim rather than a guaranteed recurrence. Miss Zoe, you weren't frightened? Mr. Wright paused awkwardly. First meeting and you get hurt, the poor boy must be devastated. That dagger. It's because. I blinked. It's all right. I understand everything. His eyebrows shot up. You know? Did Luke know? He'd never burden you with explanations. Must have been some blabbermouth. I swallowed the truth he'd been the informant in future memories. Your presence means the world to him. Maybe he'll need fewer sleeping pills tonight. Mr. Wright's strange chuckle revealed silver strands I'd never noticed before. My throat tightened. Returning, I found Luke analyzing the Go board. His slender fingers maneuvering black stones with aristocratic grace belying his teenage years. Playfully flicking water droplets from my damp hands. I startled him. His widened eyes glistened. Were they tears or water splashes? Then I saw it, an identical cut marring his fingertip. Go prodigies shouldn't damage their tools. I chided. Luke scrambled up, hiding his hands. Zoe. Don't. My attempted sternness melted into melodic softness. Why's that dagger here? I pointed to the display case. It carries your scent. His candid answer painted images of him enshrining the blade in glass. Heat flooded my cheeks despite the chill. Coming to next month's high school mixer? His breath hitched. You don't hate me? Would you prefer that? I leaned in, mischief sparking. Or perhaps you want me to like you. Zoe, his throat worked around my name. His knuckles whitening around a go stone. Retreating. I softened. Get proper rest tonight. Skip the pills if possible. The heart-rending disappointment in his eyes compelled me to ruffle his silken hair. So obedient. Would you do anything I ask? Yes. His immediate answer left me speechless. Cold wind swept through as I whispered the command trembling between us, then live well. Luke. Promise me. The month dissolved like morning mist. Luke's whispered vow lingered through every sunbeam. Anything for you. Even breathing became easier. Our shared oxygen weaving futures where survival felt less like betrayal. I managed to get plenty of first-hand information about Lucas Wright from Ethan Johnson. Strangely enough, Luke knew me better than I knew myself. Yet I remained completely in the dark about him. This imbalance fueled my competitive spirit. Every time we were at the chess club, I'd study Luke's history like a rookie fan catching up on lore while he silently played the prodigy who emerged at 12. Claimed world champion at 17. Always choosing black pieces with that unreadable poker face. He'd wait respectfully for opponents to rise first after matches. Declined all non-chess interviews. Donated half his prize money to underprivileged schools. And even founded a teen anti-abuse organization. When my research tired me, I'd steal glances at Luke's striking features. Once, he caught me mid-stare, those calm obsidian eyes rippling with unexpected warmth as he set down his piece. "Take your time looking, Zoe. I'll wait." Emboldened, I peered up through my lashes. "Can I touch your abs?" His ears flushed crimson as he stammered. "Oh, okay." When I teased him about never refusing requests, he bolted to the restroom muttering about sudden urges. Ethan later bombarded me with fresh gossip viral rumors about Luke canceling press conferences for some mystery girl. After clarifying it was me, keyboard warriors attacked that Zoe Wilson? Total gold digger vibes. Lily Davis at least looks pure. Zoe's that tacky socialite with anger issues. No way she's met our chess saint. Cue my epic clapback session that left trolls deleting accounts. At the alumni party later, Ethan sprinted over whispering, "The unthinkable. Luke actually came. Must be Lily's doing." My stomach dropped. I'd invited Luke hoping socializing might help his rumored depression. But if Lily also... Zoe. Luke's voice cut through the crowd, his charcoal coat swishing as he beelined toward me. Got delayed dealing with internet nonsense. I pouted, tilting my chin up. "Do I look okay?" Rushed here without touch-ups. His gaze lingered on my sequined dress before darting away. Throat bobbing. "You're always stunning." When I mentioned hunger, his jacket was halfway off my shoulders before I could blink. "Let's get you fed." His palm hovered protectively at my back as we wove through whispers about the Wilson heir's unprecedented public affection. I went to get the strawberry cake and mango pudding. That Luke knew my favorite desserts didn't surprise me anymore. After spending time together, I realized how deeply this man understood me. It was almost unsettling. "Mr. Right. So this is where you've been." Before Luke could move, a group of girls swarmed around him. Lily stood at the center wearing an oversized school uniform, her high ponytail swaying as she blinked, her oval-shaped face free of makeup radiating youthful innocence. The light in Luke's obsidian eyes dimmed, replaced by the polite detachment he usually reserved for public appearances. "You're always traveling for tournaments," a girl chirped while pushing Lily forward. "We barely see you at school unless Lily arranges it." "So, how close are you two really?" Lily tugged at her friend's sleeve in mock embarrassment. The girl grinned conspiratorially. "Don't worry. We'll keep your secret. I'm afraid there's some misunderstanding. Lily and I aren't acquainted." Luke's courteous nod did nothing to deter Lily from clutching his sleeve. "But you came because I emailed you, right? We're classmates." Her doe eyes glistened as other girls giggled. "Mr. Right. Are you blushing?" "Actually." I wedged myself through the crowd. Luke came with me. The attention shifted instantly. "Zoe? Aren't you a senior? Since when do you know Mr. Right?" "No offense. Senior Zoe." A girl scrutinized me. "But you look like the type who'd date 8 guys simultaneously. No wonder you lost the campus queen vote to Lily." "You're really here with Zoe?" Lily's voice trembled. Exhausted from earlier confrontations, I signaled Ethan for help. With smooth-talking charm, Ethan herded the girls toward the poolside fireworks. Their whispers carried. "Relax, Lily. Zoe wouldn't go for an ice-cold chess robot like Mr. Right." "Exactly. He probably thinks kissing is a waste of training time." Drama queens like her need constant entertainment. Besides, she's already got Ethan. Their families arranged their marriage as kids. Childhood friends always win. Ugh. Why does she get all the hot guys? Even her uncle's a silver fox. As the voices faded, Luke's expression darkened. Oblivious. Ethan slung an arm around me. Zoe. You've been holding out on me. Luke. Huge fan here. Your last championship match was insane. Quit elbowing me. Woman. I barely restrained myself from kneeing him. Luke's crimson birthmark seemed to burn as he watched our scuffle. Though his face remained impassive, something vulnerable flickered in his glistening eyes, an ache that inexplicably made me feel guilty. Let me get your dessert. Luke's smile didn't reach his eyes. Are you nuts? Ethan interjected. World champions don't fetch snacks. I'll go. He texted me mid-retreat, dude staring daggers at me. Play nice. When we were finally alone, I touched Luke's clenched fist. Uncurling his fingers revealed crescent-shaped bruises. You actually believed their nonsense? Only your words matter. His whisper trembled against my ear as shadows swallowed us. The embrace came suddenly yet gently, his arms caging me without pressure. Let me have this. He breathed into my hair, every syllable raw. His restraint made the desperation more palpable, hands cushioning me against the wall, lips hovering millimeters from mine. The chess prodigy's iron control shattered into feather-light touches that left me breathless. Luke's chin nuzzled against the shoulder Ethan had just touched, his soft lips brushing my exposed skin as if desperately erasing another's imprint. The faint scent of soap clung to his feverish skin, curling around my senses. This wasn't my first embrace with the opposite sex, but the first where my legs turned to jelly and my heart pounded so hard it felt ready to burst. Just beyond the wall, Ethan wandered with his tray, muttering, "Where'd everyone go? Hey Chu. Seen Zoe?" A bitter laugh answered. You know how she is since the breakup. Ethan. Haven't seen her in ages. Luke stiffened against me, his breathing turning ragged against my ear. Teeth grazed my shoulder with controlled pressure as his restraining arm developed veins from sheer willpower, biting my lip to suppress sounds. I whispered. We only dated one day. Never even held hands. I barely remember his face. I swear. When Ethan's footsteps faded, Luke gradually released me, his flushed complexion mirroring my disheveled state. His usually immaculate collar hung askew from my grip. I suddenly recalled his chess matches, those dark glasses absorbing all light as he studied the board. Did I scare you, Zoe? My conflicted headshake prompted his gentle probe. The professor mentioned you stopped medication for the tournament. Are you okay? What if I said no? His smile held melancholy. Would you stay? My hesitation spoke volumes. I stopped because of you, Luke confessed, lips now crimson against pale skin. Zoe, I love you. My breath hitched at the familiar words from another lifetime. His fingers ghosted through my hair. But you owe this love nothing. Ethan's past comment echoed world champion Go players see everything, explaining why Luke never questioned my sudden appearance at his match. This month, his voice broke. I got greedy. These memories must last my lifetime. The raw devotion in his eyes mirrored a worshipper kneeling before sacred flames. As classmates dispersed, Luke draped his jacket over me, carefully adjusting the cartoonish scarf. Winds picking up. Why me? I finally asked en route to the Go Club. I'm spoiled. Dramatic. His steps slowed. Truly forgotten? My guilty silence answered. 12. Bloodied from parental beating. Collided with a Rolls-Royce. His face merged with the memory, a bloodied boy clutching steamed buns and Go Club flyers from my childhood tantrum over forced lessons. Those obsidian eyes, clearer than any gem, now smiled through tears. The bustling street carried on as if numb to the scene. My parents tried stepping out of the car but were stopped by neighbors. Don't bother. That kid gets beaten daily. Today's actually mild. He didn't touch your car anyway. Watch out or he'll scam you newcomers. A woman warned. Adjusting her floral apron. His mother tried divorcing his father years back. Meant to ditch the baby. Survived abortion pills. Came out cursed. Business folks like you should steer clear of bad omens. As the crowd dispersed, I rolled down the window and handed steaming dumplings to the bloodied boy my age. Why do they hit you? He shook his head. Eyes locked on the food. Eat before it gets cold. His filthy hands trembled when taking the container. Your eyes. I blurted. The dark parts like ink. Whites like moonlight. Oh. Like ghost stones. Digging through the glove compartment. I produced a membership card. Ethan's dad made him join the 6-year Go program to boost IQ. You go instead, they provide meals. Master it and teach me later. The boy accepted the card like sacred parchment. Careful not to brush my sleeve. Everyone thinks I shouldn't exist. He whispered between ravenous bites. Don't die then. I laughed nervously. Grow up hot. Become famous Go player. TV needs more pretty faces. Dying now would rob the world of future eye candy. My awkward joke hung until his tentative smile shattered the tension crescent moons forming at the corners of his mouth. People call me delinquent despite straight A's. I rushed. Suddenly flustered. Say I cheat because my lips are naturally red. Screw their superstitions. Nobody's born guilty. I'm Zoe. Zoe Wilson. Like tree branches. My parents yanked me away before learning his name. Mom scrubbed my hands with antiseptic wipes. Zoe! Must you befriend every stray? Last month you made that flight attendant nearly miss her plane. Through the rear window. I didn't see him chasing our car for blocks. Didn't know he'd spend 5 years battling depression while watching from shadows. He'd later confess creating 6 fake accounts before gathering courage to add my social media. Only to mute himself for 3 years. The next morning, headlines blared about Luke Wright's overseas tournament loss. Ethan cornered me at the gaming cafe. Zoe. Ever consider you might actually like Luke? He spun his earring, leaning against Mortal Kombat arcade. All your flings were jokes till now. Scared of real feelings? We've known each other since diaper days. I see how you look at him. Uncle's baritone interrupted from the doorway. Ethan. Movie starts in 10. Say Prince Charming. Please come out. Ethan teased. I canceled a board meeting for this. Uncle snapped. 30 seconds or you're grounded. Ethan mock saluted me. Can't believe the great Luke Wright fell for your chaotic ass. Likewise how Uncle tolerates your player ways. I shot back. Careful, he can sue you now that you're 18. Damn Wilson's and your Ethan's complaint died as he spotted his boyfriend. Babe. I meant that historical jerk. Not you. Zoe's the real villain here. Alone. I refocused on Luke's tournament stream. The camera lingered on his stoic profile as hate comments flooded. Overrated robot. Should have died at birth. My chest tightened remembering bloodied fingers clutching dumplings. The boy who smiled like fractured porcelain. I opened Trip and lingered on the page for nearly a minute before booking the earliest flight to the country where Luke's competition was held. Grabbing my jacket, I bolted out the door. Ethan was right, no one understood my true feelings for Luke better than myself. Accustomed to carefree flirtations, this sudden encounter with such intense sincerity left me flustered. Yet my racing heartbeat couldn't lie. Luke! The call connected instantly. His voice husky yet tender. Zoe, I'm allowed to lose this one, aren't I? Of course. Ignore the online chatter. You've dominated every previous match, let others have their moment. Save face for veterans. Yeah. Airport announcements urged boarding. Gotta go. Wait. Luke blurted before collecting himself. Never mind. Go handle your things. Hanging up. I sensed something off and texted his coach. The reply came, Miss Wilson. He's been struggling with withdrawal symptoms since your separation, combined with medication overuse. He's been confused. Last night after sedatives. He kept calling your photos wife. Believing you're already together. Would that count as abnormal behavior? My plane landed straight into winter. Dragging my suitcase toward Luke's hotel. I froze at the lobby entrance. He stood with a Eurasian girl resembling a porcelain doll. Her Mandarin slightly accented but enthusiastic. Master right. May I pursue you? Apologies. Why? Existing romantic interest? Correct. Then why not confess? Or, were you rejected? She gasped theatrically. My apologies. No offense taken. If you ever stop liking her, could we exchange contacts? I'll cue. That day won't come. She giggled. Everything expires, even premium milk surpasses its shelf life. Luke's lips curved. Milk sours. Bread molds. My affection remains fresh. Even if she never reciprocates? Indefinitely. Watching staff escort her out. Luke pulled out a cigarette, turning to collide with my suitcase. Snowflakes dusted his shoulders as he snapped the cigarette. Zoe? Spreading my arms brightly. I teased. Expected wife. Poor thing. Come get hugged. His eyes instantly reddened. Feet rooted despite obvious yearning. Luke. I've missed you. Embracing his lean frame. I inhaled faint whiskey notes, unthinkable for his former teetotaler self. My heart ached like pickled peppercorns. This trip isn't about saving you. I murmured against his coat. It's about loving you. Chase me. Or let me chase you. Not pity. Not guilt. I want you, clearly enough. Camera flashes erupted. A reporter scrambled away shouting. Apologies. Master right. Retouch those photos. I yelled after him. Luke silently took my luggage, checking us in. My first ever confession left me jittery yet reluctant to demand answers. I watched him swipe the room card, meticulously arranging belongings, the boy who believed love needed no expiration date. The other staff members stared in shock as Lucas Wright busied himself around the room. When they offered to help pack, Luke refused. He'd always hated others touching my belongings. Soon, we were alone. Zoe, get some rest. Luke muttered, avoiding my gaze as he moved toward the door. Luke. I blocked the doorway, cutting off his escape. My fingers intertwined with his as I used the staff's formal address playfully. I confessed during the first snow. Shouldn't you at least? His lips silenced mine. Snow swirled beyond the windows while heat bloomed between us. Our ragged breaths tangled as my arms wound around his neck. Tears of overwhelm gathering at my lashes. His gravelly murmur warmed my ear. Breathe. Zoe. Luke might have been the one who drank wine. Yet I felt intoxicated. When we finally broke apart, my lungs burned and my tongue tingled like I'd survived drowning. Let them call me delusional. I gasped. No rule says a believer can't claim her God. Warm droplets soaked through my sweater as Luke buried his face against my neck. I lied. His broken whisper shook. 1 month's memories weren't enough. I need you. I blew softly on his earlobe. We agreed you'd replace those 3 words. I love you. Luke Wright. I traced his jaw. I love you too. Unknowingly. I'd made him wait 5 desperate years in darkness. But we'd have decades more to rewrite our story. This mountain road led me home.